Hello dear students, myself Rashmi Tripathi, associated with Rajkumar Goel Institute of Technology, Ghaziabad. So today I will discuss the antiarrhythmic drugs part 1. We will study the antiarrhythmic drug in two parts, part 1 and part 2. So, before going to the study about the antiarrhythmic drug, we must know what is the arrhythmia. Okay, as the term indicate arrhythmia, that means irregular rhythm of the heart. Okay, the usual rhythm of the heartbeat is established by the SA node and it is called the normal sinus rhythm. The term arrhythmia or dysrhythmia refers to an abnormal rhythm as a result of a defect in the conduction system of the heart. Okay? That means, irregular rhythm of the heart is called arrhythmia. So, the arrhythmia is an abnormality of the rate, rhythm or site of origin of the cardiac impulse or an abnormality in the impulse conduction. Means जो रेट है रिदम का उसमें तो एबनॉर्मलिटी नहीं है, जो ओरिजिन है रिदम या हार्ट रेट और इम्पल्स जनरेटेड फ्रॉम द SA node. SA node self generated the impulse. So, SA node is called pacemaker of the heart and also abnormality in the इम्पल्स कंडक्शन. जो इम्पल्स कंडक्शन है उसमें कहीं एबनॉर्मलिटी तो नहीं आ गई है. इफ दीज चेंजेस अकर दिस कंडीशन इज कॉल्ड द अरिथमिया. द नॉर्मल हार्ट रिदम इज 60 to 100 बीट पर मिनट. ओके, सो अरिथमिया मे बी टैकी अरिथमिया और ब्रेडी अरिथमिया. So, the tachyarrhythmia is a condition in which beat increases greater than 100. That means, heart rate occur more than 100 beat per minute. It is due to the abnormal automaticity, trigger activity or re-entry. Bradyarrhythmia when the heart rate is less than 60 beat per minute. It occurs due to the failure of impulse generation in the SA node or impulse conduction in the AV node. So, before going to the discuss about the antiarrhythmic drug, we must know about the conduction system of the heart. So, basically these are the component of the conducting system. First is SA node or sinoatrial node that is located in the atria, AV node that is located in the septum of the atria and ventricle. Third is the atrioventricular bundle that are present in the septum. Fourth is the right and left branches of the AV bundle or we can say bundle of His and Purkinje fiber that run along with the ventricle. These are the component of the cardiac conduction system. Okay. So, SA node is self excitable, that means this is automatically generate nerve impulse. So, this is called the pacemaker. It generate the impulse and this impulse is spread throughout the atria and atria get contract. You know that myocardium contain two types of cells, contractile cells and the conducting cells. Contractile cells हार्ट को कॉन्ट्रैक्ट कराने में हेल्प करती हैं, ठीक है, बट विदाउट रिसीविंग द सिग्नल फ्रॉम द कंडक्शन सिस्टम दे आर नॉट एबल टू कॉन्ट्रैक्ट द हार्ट. ठीक है, तो जब यहाँ से कंडक्शन स्टार्ट होता है SA नोड इम्पल्स जनरेट करता है एंड दीज इम्पल्सेज प्रोपेगेट अराउंड द एट्रिया. ओके, एंड एट्रिया गेट कॉन्ट्रैक्टेड. एट्रिया क्या हो जाता है, फिर कॉन्ट्रैक्ट कर जाता है. SA नोड से कंडक्शन प्रोपेगेट होता है टू द AV नोड एंड AV नोड से बंडल ऑफ हिज एंड पुरकिंजे फाइबर. ठीक है, एंड वेंट्रिकल इज ऑल्सो कॉन्ट्रैक्टेड. सो देयर इज लिटिल डिफरेंस बिटवीन द action potential of the cardiac muscle action potential of the contractile element of the myocardium and the conducting element of the myocardium. Okay. So, this is the action potential of the SA node or we can say conducting system of the heart. ठीक है. So, resting membrane potential is about -60 MV. Okay. Actually, there is no true resting membrane potential for the pacemaker. यहाँ पे होता क्या है, थोड़े थोड़े सोडियम आयंस की लीकिंग होती रहती है और ट्रूली रेस्टिंग मेम्ब्रेन पोटेंशियल ऐसे नोड अचीव नहीं करता है. सो दिस स्टेज इज कॉल्ड phase 4, this stage is called 0 and this is called 3. Okay, so this is called 3. ठीक. In the phase 4, sodium channel is open and sodium entry takes place within the cell. Sodium entry takes place within the cell. Suppose this is the cell membrane. So, in the phase 4, sodium entry occur within the cell. This is called the slow depolarization. Okay, and when SA node or when SA node receive the threshold voltage, जब वोल्टेज थ्रेशोल्ड तक पहुंच जाता है तब यहाँ पे शार्प डीपोलराइजेशन होता है ड्यू टू द एंट्री ऑफ कैल्शियम आयन. Okay, sharp depolarization occur in the conducting system due to the entry of the calcium ion, and in the phase 3 efflux of potassium ion occur and it causes the repolarization of the conducting system. Means in action potential of the conduction system, phase 1 and phase 2 is not happen. Next is action potential in the contractile element. Action potential in the contractile element occur in the 5 phases: phase 0, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 and phase 4. ठीक है. तो जो phase 0 है, phase 0 में rapid depolarization होता है due to the influx of sodium ion. phase 1 में short repolarization होता है due to the efflux of potassium ion. यहाँ पे सोडियम आयन की एंट्री हो रही है और फेज 1 में पोटेशियम आयन सेल से बाहर जा रहा है. फेज 2 में पोटेशियम सेल से बाहर जाता है और कैल्शियम सेल के अंदर आता है. सो नेट चेंज इन द वोल्टेज डज नॉट हैपन. ओके, एंड इन द फेज 3 पोटेशियम आयन फर्दर मूव आउटसाइड ऑफ द सेल एंड आयनिक इम्बैलेंस is corrected by the sodium potassium ATPase. ठीक है. और जो फेज 4 है यहाँ पे कोई आयनिक चेंज नहीं होता, जबकि अगर आप कंडक्टिंग सिस्टम का एक्शन पोटेंशियल देखें तो वहाँ पे आपकी जो फेजेस होती है -60 रेस्टिंग मेम्ब्रेन पोटेंशियल होता है और जब थ्रेशोल्ड पे पहुँचता है वोल्टेज तो शार्प डीपोलराइजेशन होता है. दिस इज कॉल्ड फेज 4. यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है, सोडियम की एंट्री होती है, इसके बाद कैल्शियम चैनल ओपन होते हैं और कैल्शियम की एंट्री होती है. दिस इज कॉल्ड फेज 0 एंड दिस इज कॉल्ड फेज 3 जहाँ पे पोटेशियम आयन का इफ्लक्स होता है. ठीक है. सो लिटिल डिफरेंस बिटवीन द आयनिक एक्सचेंज इन द कॉन्ट्रैक्टाइल एलिमेंट एज वेल एज कंडक्टिंग एलिमेंट. So, what is the action potential? Action potential is a sequence of rapidly occurring event that decrease or reverse the membrane potential and then eventually restore it to the resting stage. So, the action potential initiated by the SA node travel along the conduction system and spread to excite the working atrial and ventricular muscle, that is called the contractile fiber. What is the effective refractive period? Effective refractive period is the time interval in which cell cannot respond to a new stimulus, means second contraction cannot be triggered. ERP is the minimum interval between true propagating action potential. Okay. So, this is the ECG that show the ionic changes. Okay. So, ECG show the different peaks like P wave, QRS complex and T wave. P wave show the atrial systole, okay. P wave shows the atrial systole, QRS complex shows the ventricular systole and T wave shows the ventricular diastole, that means relaxation of the ventricle and filling of the ventricle takes place. Next is the causes of the arrhythmia. What are the causes of the arrhythmia? So, these are the following causes of the arrhythmia like myocardial hypoxia, myocardial ischemia, electrolyte disturbances, trauma and some drugs also produce the arrhythmia and autonomic influences. ठीक है. Next is the mechanism of arrhythmogenesis. अरिथमिया अराइज कैसे होती है, क्यों अराइज होती है? तो दो चीज़ें हो सकती है, या तो एबनॉर्मल इम्पल्स जनरेशन हो रहा है या एबनॉर्मल इम्पल्स कंडक्शन हो रहा है. ठीक है. एंड एबनॉर्मल इम्पल्स जनरेशन इज कॉल्ड द एबनॉर्मल automaticity and second is after depolarization, and abnormal impulse conduction happen due to the re-entry phenomena and due to the conduction block. So, mechanism of the arrhythmia, first point is the abnormal or enhanced automaticity. So, the slope of phase 4 depolarization may be increased pathologically in the automatic fiber. Ectopic foci, that means the function of the SA node is shifted to another component of the कंडक्शन सिस्टम कि कोई और कंपोनेंट जो कंडक्शन सिस्टम का है वो इम्पल्स जनरेट कर रहा है, तो एक्स्ट्रा रिदम जनरेट हो जाएगी इन द हार्ट, okay, and that leads to the arrhythmia. So, enhanced automaticity may be due to the activation of the beta adrenergic receptor and stretching of myocytes or hypokalemia. Next is the after depolarization. What is the phenomena of after depolarization? After depolarization is the secondary depolarization that accompany an action potential. ठीक, जो प्रॉपर डिपोलराइजेशन है उसके अलावा फिर से डिपोलराइजेशन, सेकेंडरी डिपोलराइजेशन का जनरेशन हो रहा है, दैट इज कॉल्ड द आफ्टर डिपोलराइजेशन. हियर टू टाइप्स ऑफ आफ्टर डिपोलराइजेशन आर early after depolarization and delayed after depolarization. Okay. So, early, as the name indicate early, that means it occurs before achieving the full repolarization. Complete repolarization, complete सेल का repolarization नहीं हुआ है और उसके पहले ही दूसरा depolarization स्टार्ट हो गया. ठीक है. So, this condition is called the early after depolarization during the phase 3 of the action potential, and delayed after depolarization occur after full repolarization of the membrane, that is premature beat is initiated. This occur when repolarization is completed and premature depolarization takes place. What is the re-entry phenomena? This is the normal conduction of the impulse, means यहाँ पे अगर कोई obstruction नहीं है, impulse आएगी और ventricle में move होकर के ventricle को contract करेगी. But अगर कोई obstruction है circulation में, तो जो wave circulate हो रही है या जो impulse propagate हो रही है वो बार बार वहीं पे सर्कुलेट होने लगेगी, री एंट्री होने लगेगी और जिसकी वजह से अरिथमिया कॉज होता है. सो इट इज़ अ कंडक्शन ब्लॉक एंड इम्पल्स में रीसर्कुलेट इन द हार्ट, causes repeated activation and leading to the re-entry arrhythmia. So, now come to the types of arrhythmia. There are of two types of arrhythmia, tachyarrhythmia and bradyarrhythmia. Tachyarrhythmia where when heart rhythm increased more than 100 beat per minute, okay, and bradyarrhythmia heartbeat less than the 60 beat per minute. Okay. So, tachyarrhythmia occur in the ventricle and supraventricle. Supraventricle means chamber upper to the ventricle, that means atria. So, basically supraventricle arrhythmia originate in atria, SA node and AV node. Extrasystole, paroxysmal supraventricular tachycardia, atrial flutter, atrial fibrillation. Atrial flutter when the heartbeat increase more than 200 to 350, and atrial fibrillation when the heart rhythm increased greater than 350 to 550. Ventricular arrhythmia and ventricular fibrillation and Torsades de Pointes. Torsades de Pointes basically QRS कॉम्प्लेक्स की ट्विस्टिंग होने लगती है, उसका एम्पलीट्यूड भी चेंज होने लगता है. ब्रेडी अरिथमिया का टाइप है साइनस ब्रेडिकार्डिया. नाउ कम टू द क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ द arrhythmia. Okay. So, the classification of the anti-arrhythmic drug is called Vaughan-Williams classification. This is given by the Vaughan-Williams. They divided the category of drugs into the 4 classes: class 1, class 2, class 3 and class 4. So, first class 1 is the sodium channel blockers. Sodium channel blockers, they also called membrane stabilizing agent. Class 1 is further divided into 3 categories: 1A, 1B, 1C. 1A causes the prolongation of the repolarization and examples are quinidine, disopyramide, procainamide. 1B shorten the repolarization and examples are lignocaine, maxillotin. 1C has the little effect on the repolarization, example is flecainide and propafenone. Class 2 are beta adrenergic blockers and drugs are propranolol and esmolol. Class 3 is the calcium channel blocker that block the calcium channel and the drugs are amiodarone, dronedarone, dofetilide, sotalide, abutolide. Okay. And class 4 is the calcium channel blockers, they block the calcium channel. So, firstly we discuss the class 1 drug. Class 1 drug also have the local anesthetic effect because they block the sodium channel. So, this blue color action potential show the normal action potential, but class 1 drug, group 1 drug inhibit the entry of the sodium ions, that means they block the sodium channel, okay, and shifted the phase 0. Okay. So, class 1 drug limit the conductance of sodium and potassium across the cell membrane. What is the mode of action of the class 1 drug? Class 1 drug block the sodium channel in the myocardium. So, they depress the automaticity and phase 0 depolarization. Phase 0 depolarization is depressed. Okay. They prolong the effective refractory period. This is the normal effective refractory period and this is the effective refractory period after the use of the class 1 drug. So, second they also prolong the repolarization because they also block the potassium channel. So, they prolong the effective refractory period as well as action potential duration and they slow the conduction velocity. Okay. So, first we will discuss the class 1. Class 1 contain quinidine, disopyramide and procainamide. Quinidine is a dextroisomer of the anti-malarial drug quinine, okay, obtained from the cinchona bark. What is the action of the class 1 drug quinine? On ECG, they broaden the QRS complex. Quinidine also has the antivagal action, that is the parasympatholytic action or we can say atropine-like action. They also block the alpha receptor. Okay. They depress the myocardial contractility and quinidine depress the myocardial contractility. So, failure may precipitate, okay, and they also act as a skeletal muscle relaxant. Next is adverse effect of the quinidine. They cause arrhythmia and heart block. They also cause fall in BP due to the blockade of alpha receptor. They block the alpha receptor and if the alpha receptor is blocked, vasodilation takes place and due to the fall in BP occur. They also produce vomiting and diarrhea and some neurological effects like ringing in ear, deafness, vertigo, visual disturbances and mental changes. Now, come to the pharmacokinetic of the quinidine. It is metabolized in the liver, but it is highly plasma protein bounding drug. Next drug is the procainamide. Procainamide is a amide derivative of the procaine. Okay, it is a amide derivative of the procaine. It has no vagolytic effect. कोई वैगोलाइटिक इफेक्ट नहीं होता, दैट मीन्स एट्रोपिन लाइक एक्टिविटी इसकी नहीं होती है, बट हैज़ द अल्फा ब्लॉकिंग प्रॉपर्टी, and adverse effect are nausea, vomiting, hypertension takes place with the use of procainamide. Higher dose can also cause hypotension because they has the alpha blocking property and they also produce the Torsades D point. Procainamide is used in the ventricular tachycardia. Okay. Next is the pharmacokinetic of the procainamide. It is metabolized in liver by acetylation. And metabolites block potassium channel that prolong the repolarization. That means they increase the action potential duration. Next drug is the disopyramide. Disopyramide has direct cardiac depressant activity. They has anticholinergic activity, but not block the alpha receptors. Okay. So, adverse effect of the disopyramide because they has the anticholinergic activity. So, anticholinergic side effects are observed with the use of disopyramide like dry mouth, constipation, urinary retention, blood vision, etc. Next is the uses of the disopyramide. It is used as a second line drug to prevent recurrence of ventricular arrhythmia. Class 1 drugs are useful in all type of arrhythmia, atrial fibrillation, atrial flutter, ventricular arrhythmia to prevent recurrence. Next category is the class 1B that contain the lignocaine and maxillotin. Lignocaine also act as a local anesthetic because they inactivate the sodium channel. So, class 1B drug block the potassium channel and shorten the phase 3 repolarization. Class 1B block the sodium channel and also shorten the phase 3 depolarization. phase 3 का जो depolarization है उसे ये short कर देता है. ठीक है. These drugs decrease action potential duration and effective refractory period. Lignocaine block the sodium channel in the open and inactive state. They raise the threshold for the action potential, and when the threshold is raised, they reduce the automaticity in the ectopic foci. They also suppress the electrical activity of the arrhythmogenic tissues. Okay. 1B decrease the action potential duration in ventricle and Purkinje fiber. So, now come to the uses of lignocaine. Lignocaine is used in the ventricular arrhythmia, especially that is caused by myocardial infarction and digitalis induced arrhythmia. Lignocaine is also used in digitalis induced arrhythmia, but it is not useful in atrial arrhythmia, okay, because they decrease the action potential duration in the ventricle and Purkinje fiber. The pharmacokinetic of the lignocaine is it is inactive only. If it is given with the only, it is inactive due to the extensive first pass metabolism. So, lignocaine given IV. It is excreted in urine. Adverse effect of the lignocaine are neurological effects like drowsiness, nausea, paresthesia, blood vision, nystagmus, disorientation, twitching and fits. Excessive dose cause cardiac depression and hypotension. Next drug is maxillotin. Mexiletine works similar to the lignocaine, but it is orally active. It reduces automaticity in the Purkinje fiber by decreasing phase 4 slope and by increasing threshold voltage. Uses of the mexiletines are, it is used as an alternative to lignocaine in ventricular arrhythmia. Adverse effects are tremor, nausea, vomiting, dizziness, confusion and blurred vision and ataxia. Next class is subclass 1C. The drugs of the subclass 1C are flecainide, propafenone. Okay. So, class 1C are the most potent sodium channel blocker. Due to the high risk of cardiac arrest, sudden death, these are not commonly used because they produce the cardiac arrest and sudden death. So, nowadays class 1C drugs are not used. They suppress the phase 0 upstroke in Purkinje fiber because they block the sodium channel. So, they suppress this is the normal action potential, this grey color show the normal action potential and they suppress the phase 0 upstroke in Purkinje as well as myocardial fiber, resulting in slow conduction of cardiac tissue. So, the graph is shifted towards the right because they depress the phase 0 upstroke and automaticity is also reduced by increase in the threshold potential. Automaticity is reduced by increase in the threshold potential. क्यों? क्योंकि जो threshold potential है, threshold potential, this is the threshold potential enhance हो जाता है जिसकी वजह से automaticity इसकी कम हो जाती है. Next is the uses of the subclass 1C. So, the uses are they maintain the sinus rhythm in atrial flutter and fibrillation because atrial flutter and fibrillation takes place in the atria. Okay, means atria contract more than 250 beats per minute. So, there is a requirement to setting the sinus rhythm, SA node rhythm to reduce the beats per minute in the atria. So, they maintain the sinus rhythm in atrial flutter and fibrillation. These are effective in supraventricular arrhythmia. Supraventricular means upper chamber of the ventricle, that means atria. So, they are effective in supraventricular arrhythmia. Flecainide has negative inotropic effect. So, can be avoided with CHF patient and they may precipitate the CHF, means flecainide has the negative inotropic effect and in the CHF patient contractility of heart is reduced. और अगर CHF patient में आपने flecainide use की तो ये contractility heart की reduce कर देंगे क्योंकि they show the negative inotropic effect or they can produce the congestive heart failure. Next come to the adverse effect of the class 1C. So, the adverse effect of the class 1C are nausea, vomiting, bitter taste, this is important because they show the bitter taste, constipation takes place, blurred vision disturbance occur with the use of class 1C, bronchospasm also occur with the use of propafenone due to the beta blocking effect because they also have the beta blocking effect. So, bronchospasm takes place with the use of propafenone. So, in the asthmatic patient they should be avoided. So, these are the references for the further reading like K.D. Tripathi, Essential of Medical Pharmacology, Lippincott, Padmaja Uday Kumar, Katzun and Tortora for understanding of the pathophysiology of the arrhythmia.